Are you tired of feeling stuck, like success is always just out of reach? Have you ever wondered how some people seem to achieve their goals effortlessly while you struggle? Well, today we're diving into the wisdom of legendary samurai Miyamoto Musashi to discover 6 powerful ways you can program yourself for success. Lesson 1. Know what success means to you. Musashi's first lesson is a strong call to become more self-aware. He teaches us that success is not the same for everyone. It is as special and unique as the person who is after it. For some, being successful may mean getting rich and powerful. For some, it might mean having a meaningful life or getting good at a certain trade or skill. You have to take some time to think about yourself before you can know what success means to you. Ask yourself, what do I really want? What do I believe in? What kind of mark do I want to leave? You can find the real measure of success that will lead you on your way by going deep into your own soul. Knowing what success means to you is like having a map that helps you find your way through the big, rough seas of life. You need to know your true north or end goal, even when social standards and outside forces are making it hard to stay on track. At its heart, this lesson is a call to self-awareness, a trip inside yourself to find your heart's dreams. Success is not a single idea. It is as unique and varied as the people who are looking for it. Some people may measure success by how much money they have and what they've done in the world. For some, it may be the peace of mind that comes from living a life that is in line with their ideals and interests. But how do you start to figure out what your own idea of success is? It starts with looking inside yourself and removing the layers of social training and outside influences that cover up who you really are. For a moment, close your eyes and picture a life with no limits or restrictions. What does success look like in a world where anything is possible? In what ways do you find happiness, satisfaction, and a sense of purpose? It could be following your artistic interests, making a change in the world, or building strong relationships with the people you care about. Perhaps as you learn more about this topic, your idea of what success means to you changes over time. What seemed important at the time may not seem so important now that you have more knowledge and know more about things. Enjoy this flexibility, this constantly shifting world of wants and needs. It shows how much you've grown and changed as a person. Not only is it interesting to think about what success means to you, but it should also be a concept that guides every choice and action you make. You can see your way through the dark with the help of the North Star, which points you toward your own unique future. So, take some time to think about your hopes, dreams, and greatest wishes. Write them down, think about them, and let them fill you up completely. For when you know what success means to you, you can live a life with meaning, satisfaction, and real happiness. Lesson 2. Think good things about yourself. Our own self-doubt is often one of the toughest things we have to deal with on the path to success. There is a voice in the back of our thoughts that says, "You're not good enough. You'll never be successful." Miyamoto Musashi, a famous fighter and sage, tells us that thinking good things about ourselves is a strong way to fight this inner enemy. At its core, this lesson is about developing a positive attitude, one that thinks we are good enough and have the ability to do great things. It's about accepting our special skills and talents, recognizing our strengths, and being proud of what we've done. Musashi knew that the thoughts we have a huge effect on what we do and how things turn out. He knew that having bad thoughts about ourselves will always work against our own progress. But if we can learn to feel good about ourselves, we can find a source of strength and confidence that will help us get through even the hardest times. The question is, how do we think good things about ourselves? Being self-aware is the first step. We need to learn to spot the bad thoughts that run through our heads and fight them. We should not keep thinking about our flaws and problems. Instead, we should focus on our skills and what we've done well. A strong way to build self-affirmation is to say positive things to yourself every day. We tell these good things to ourselves over and over, which helps us believe in our own worth and ability. We might tell ourselves things like, "I am capable," "I deserve to be successful," "I have faith in myself." It's not enough to just say mantras, though. We must also actively look for proof that we are good and capable. This could mean writing down all of our accomplishments, no matter how small, or asking friends, family, and co-workers for feedback. We can fight back against the bad messages that society often sends us by surrounding ourselves with good things. It's also important to learn self-compassion, which means being able to be kind and understanding to ourselves, especially when we fail or experience a loss. Musashi knew that everyone makes mistakes and that we all have to deal with them. It's important, though, that we don't beat ourselves up over our mistakes. Instead, we should learn to forgive ourselves, move on with new drive. Thinking positive thoughts about ourselves is a process that needs time, effort, and self-reflection. It's about changing the way our brains work so that we think about the good things instead of the bad. What it means is realizing that we deserve success, not because of what we've done, but because of who we are as people. Miyamoto Musashi said, "Think lightly of yourself and deeply of the world." We can reach our full potential and find happiness by keeping an upbeat attitude and believing in our own worth. Lesson 3. Picture your goals in your mind. Some people are very good at visualizing things, and Musashi was one of the best at using this skill. Before he went into fight, he would close his eyes and picture himself coming out on top, his sword shining in the sun as his enemies fell. In the same way, you have to be able to easily picture your goals before you can reach them. You should take the time to clearly picture yourself achieving your goals. Picture yourself winning, crossing the finish line, or getting the attention you want. But visualizing is more than just a way to ask for things to happen. It makes people want to do something. Focus and drive are key to reaching your goals, and giving them shape can help you do that. Just picture yourself standing on the edge of a huge empty field. There is a scene of endless possibilities in front of you, and the sparkling sky calls you to follow your dreams. As you look out over this vast area, you feel something moving in your soul, a sense of purpose and direction that makes you feel excited and looking forward to what's to come. This, my dear reader, is the power of vision, and it's how you can reach your biggest goals. Think about your goals. It sounds pretty easy, doesn't it? This seems like a simple instruction, but it hides a deep truth. The mind is a powerful tool that can change our world in ways we can't even imagine. By using imagination, we can access a creative energy that can help us reach our goals with unshakable determination and a clear sense of what we want to achieve. Is it really helpful to see your goals in your mind? At its core, vision is the process of going over a result in your mind before it happens. This type of mental images helps us see, feel, and live through our goals as if they were real. Visualization helps us clearly picture ourselves achieving our greatest goals, like getting our dream job, making a lot of money, or learning a new skill. So how does one go about visualizing things? Find a nice, quiet place where you can relax and focus on yourself. This is the first step. Slowly close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. This will help you feel very relaxed. When you're calm and in control, picture your goal in your thoughts. Picture yourself reaching your goal in as much detail as you can. Imagine yourself getting past problems and hurdles and then enjoying the glory of your success. Include all of your senses in the process. picture the sounds, sights, and feelings that will help you reach your goal. As you reach your goals, feel the happiness and satisfaction that wash over you. But vision isn't just a way to hope things to come true. It's a strong way to make your dreams come true. When you picture your goals over and over again with clarity and confidence, you tell your subconscious mind that this is what you really want. Then your inner mind starts to line up your thoughts, beliefs, and actions with the world you want to create. This makes it easier for you to succeed. Visualization not only helps us make our dreams come true, but it also has a huge effect on our drive and success. A lot of research has shown that players who use imagery as part of their training get better at what they do, stay focused, and feel more confident. Athletes can improve their performance and get the best results on game day by practicing their moves and plans in their minds. Visualization isn't just useful for sports, though. You can use it in any area of your life where you want to do better. Visualization can help you reach your full potential and reach your goals more easily and quickly, whether you're getting ready for a job interview, giving a talk, or starting a new business. Then why does visualizing work? Visualization is based on the law of attraction, which says that things that are similar will attract each other. We send out a strong electrical signal that attracts what we want when we keep our thoughts and energy on our goals with firm belief and intention. There is a basic law in the world that says our ideas and beliefs shape our reality. This is not just wishful thinking. Miyamoto Musashi said, "The main goal of martial arts is to avoid having to use them." Similarly, the point of vision isn't just to picture our goals, it's to make them real through focused action and purpose. When we clearly and firmly picture our goals in our thoughts, we set off a chain of events that pulls us toward our dreams. In the future, when you feel lost or unsure about how to reach your goals, remember how powerful imagination can be. Picture your goals in your mind for a moment. Close your eyes and calm your mind. Get a clear picture of them, feel them deeply, and be sure that they are already yours. When you visualize, anything is possible. The only thing that stops you is how far you can go in your mind. Lesson 4. Take small steps every day. Going after your goals takes a long time. It starts with a single step, just like any long trip. Musashi knew how important it was to make small steps forward and work toward your goals, one small win at a time. All too often, the hugeness of our goals scares us. The distance we have to go makes us feel overwhelmed as we look at the peak. That being said, Musashi wants us to pay attention to the way, not the peak. Break your goals down into jobs that you can handle, and then work hard to complete each one. Make a promise to yourself every day to take at least one small step toward your goals. Over time, those small things that don't seem important will add up to huge accomplishments. It's not just the big steps or acts that make us successful. It's the small things we do every day that help us reach our goals. We'll talk about the power of daily small steps and how they can change our path to success in this lesson. Imagine that you are at the base of a very tall rock and your goal is very far away and seems impossible to reach. It's normal to feel like you can't handle everything and wonder how you'll ever get to the top. Do not look at the peak, though. Instead, look at the road below you. You're getting closer to your goal with every step you take. Every day, taking small steps is like putting the bricks for a strong base on which to build your dreams. You have to break your goals down into jobs that you can handle and make a promise to make progress, no matter how small it is. By doing this, you not only move forward, but you also build energy that moves you closer to your goals. The great thing about taking small steps is that they take away the fear that often comes with big, scary goals. When you think about the small, doable things you can do every day, the mountain doesn't seem so big. You don't feel swamped. Instead, you feel strong because you know you can make progress, no matter how small. But maybe what's even more important is that daily small steps build continuity, which is what success is all about. Making huge steps every once in a while isn't what it takes to be successful. You have to show up every day, do the work, and stay committed to your goals, even when things get tough. Consistency is like putting money into your dreams over and over again. Over time, every small step you take adds up to big growth that is far beyond what you thought was possible. At the end of the day, success comes from the sum of your daily efforts. It's like giving a plant water. It gets strong and healthy if you water it a little every day. But if you don't water it for weeks and then douse it with water all at once, it will probably die. It works the same way for success. It lives on stability, on the steady flow of hard work and drive that gets us through the journey's ups and downs. Daily small steps also help build focus, which is another important trait for success. Discipline helps us stay on track and focused when things like distractions and roadblocks try to get in the way. It's the ability to keep working toward our goals even when things stop being new and exciting. But being disciplined doesn't mean hurting ourselves or making ourselves do things we don't want to do. It's about making habits and sticking to routines that help us reach our goals and are in line with our values. It's about being there for ourselves, even on days we'd rather stay in bed and watch Netflix all day. Taking small steps every day also builds resilience, which is the skill of being able to get back up after a failure and keep going even when things go wrong. Success doesn't usually go in a straight line. It has lots of ups and downs. But if you train yourself to take small steps every day, losses won't be as big of a deal. This is what makes the difference between people who reach their goals and those who give up. When you know that every failure is just another chance to learn and grow, you are willing to keep going even when the odds are against you. Don't forget how important it is to take small steps every day as you work toward your goals. Divide your goals into jobs that you can handle and make a promise to make progress every day, no matter how small. Accept that you need to be consistent, disciplined, and strong, and see your dreams come true slowly but surely. Lesson 5. Believe you can learn and grow. There are many problems and hurdles on the way to success, but Musashi shows us that each one is a chance to grow. Never see a loss as a loss. See it as a chance to learn, change, and come back better than before. In his own life, Musashi went through a lot of hard times. He didn't let them break him, though. Instead, he used them as stepping stones on his way to success. He learned more and became stronger with each loss until nothing could stop him. Believe that you can learn and get better and adopt a growth attitude. Always go into a task with an open mind and a determination to keep going. You will not only get through hard times, but you will also come out of them better and more capable than ever. Believing that you can learn and grow is like taking care of a small sprout that you know will grow into a beautiful tree. This way of thinking can help you turn problems into chances and failures into steps. When you look at the big picture of life, this idea is like a strong thread that holds resilience and growth together. But how do we grow this trust in ourselves, especially when we face big problems or doubts about our abilities? The answer is to have what the famous psychologist Carol Dweck called a growth mindset. According to Dweck's study, people with a growth mindset see problems as chances to learn and grow, and they think that they can improve their skills through dedication and hard work. They don't see failures as signs of how smart or valuable they are as people. Instead, they see them as temporary problems that can be solved with hard work and persistence. To adopt a growth attitude, you need to change the way you think about things. Instead of seeing your skills as set traits, think of them as qualities that you can shape and improve over time. This change in attitude makes a lot of things possible, where failing isn't seen as something bad, but as something that happens as you learn. Take the example of learning a new skill, like how to play an instrument, speak a new language, or get better at something you already know how to do. If you have a growth mindset, you go into a job with interest and drive, knowing that your first problems are just the beginning steps on the way to success. You don't give up when you face problems along the way. Instead, you see them as chances to learn and grow. Being bad at something doesn't mean you're not smart. Every mistake is a lesson that helps you get better and reach your goal. You get better at what you do and feel more confident with each attempt, which starts a positive circle of self-improvement. But maybe the most important thing about the growth mindset is how it changes how we feel about failing. We don't see loss as a sign of how good we are or how much we're worth. Instead, we see it as a normal part of learning and a short-term setback on the way to success. This change in how we think frees us from the crippling fear of failing that keeps us from going after our dreams. We don't avoid challenges because we're afraid of failing. Instead, we go for them with all our hearts, knowing that even if we mess up, we will be better and more durable in the end. Also, having faith in our ability to learn and grow gives us a sense of control over our lives. It helps us remember that we are not just spectators in our own lives. We have the power to change our outcomes. As Miyamoto Musashi said, the true science of martial arts means practicing them in such a way that they will be useful at any time, and to teach them in such a way that they will be useful in all things. In the same way, the real science of personal development is developing a growth mindset that goes beyond the limits of any one task and gives our whole lives a feeling of possibility and promise. So, have faith in yourself. Have faith that you can learn and grow. Take on challenges as chances to learn and grow, and see failures as steps on the way to success. Imagine having a growing attitude that guides you. It will help you reach any goal. Lesson 6. Surround yourself with things that inspire you. Achieving success doesn't happen by yourself. You have to work with other people. In order to succeed, Musashi knew how important it was to surround himself with people who shared his goals and backed his actions. Take a look around you and ask yourself, does this environment lift me up or bring me down? Places, people, and things that spark your imagination and zeal should be all around you. Look for guides and friends who can help you along the way and lift your mood when things get tough. But know that creativity is not something that just happens. You have to work at getting it. Find things in your daily life that inspire you, like a moving piece of music, a book that makes you think, or a stunning piece of art. By being around beautiful things and creative things, you can keep your idea fires going strong. Imagine waking up every morning in a room where the paintings on the walls are lit by warm sunlight coming in through the windows. You take a deep breath in and smell the fresh flowers on your nightstand. This makes you feel energized and ready to face the day. The power of putting things around you that make you feel good. It's simple to forget how much our surroundings affect our mood and thoughts. But the truth is that the places we live have a big effect on our health and happiness, affecting everything from our imagination to our work. Miyamoto Musashi's 6th lesson on how to be successful is so important. Surround yourself with things that inspire you, and the trip will become a fun adventure instead of a scary task. But what does it really mean to surround yourself with things that inspire you? It's not enough to just fill your room with pretty things or expensive trinkets. Real motivation goes beyond the surface and stirs our emotions by hitting something deep inside us. It's about making a place that feeds our souls and inspires our creativity, a safe haven from the chaos of the outside world where we can get back in touch with what really matters. What can we do to make our own lives more like this? Finding the things that move us, the beautiful, creative, and meaningful things that speak to our hearts and souls, is the first step. For some, it could be a book or a piece of art they love. It could be the relaxing sounds of music or the peace of nature for others. Adding the things that drive us to our daily lives is the next step I think we should take. This could mean moving things around in our living rooms to show off our best art, or buying a cozy reading nook where we can get lost in a good book. It could mean making a mix of upbeat music to listen to in the morning, or going for regular walks in the park to connect with nature. Inspiration comes from more than just the things we keep around us. It also comes from the people we choose to spend time with. Having positive, helpful people in our lives who share our values and interests can be very exciting. They can lift our spirits when we're feeling down and push us to follow our dreams. Creating an inspiring space isn't always easy, especially in a world that seems to be trying to drain our energy and excitement all the time. We have to choose to put our own health and happiness ahead of everything else and work hard at it. On the other hand, the benefits are huge. A life full of desire and purpose, where every moment has meaning and opportunity. When you start your own path to success, remember what Miyamoto Musashi said: surround yourself with things that make you feel good and watch your dreams come true. Inspiration can come from anything: a beautiful piece of art that speaks to you, or the laughter of a close friend. Let it show you the way to a better life. Overall, the path to success is not an easy one, but with the teachings of Miyamoto Musashi as our guide, we can navigate its twists and turns with confidence and grace. Know what success means to you. Think good things about yourself. Picture your goals in your mind. Take small steps every day. Believe you can learn and grow, and surround yourself with things that inspire you. By following these 6 principles, you can program yourself for success and unlock the boundless potential that lies within you.